Hello all, welcome back to another 4K review slash film review that I'm doing on the channel. And today is a new release. Well, when I say new release, it's come out this year. You've probably seen from a lot of pickup videos from people already, and people have probably done like 4K reviews of this, but I wanted to throw my 2 cents into this because I actually really love this movie. I have done ever since I was younger. I probably shouldn't have been watching it when I was younger, but most of us definitely were watching like Family Guy and American Dad and South Park, King of the Hill and stuff like that, horror movies and action movies that we probably shouldn't have been watching when we were younger, but we still do, and they still help, and we still love them to this day. And one of those films for me was Team America World Police. And yeah, so Paramount has recently released this out on 4K. This is the 20th anniversary limited edition, so it comes with both theatrical cut and unrated cut. For this release, the theatrical cut is the 4K disc and the unrated cut is the Blu-ray disc, and it also comes with 12 special features on this, which is a load of featurettes and stuff like that, and we've also got deleted scenes and stuff like that, but we'll get to the bonus features in a little bit. The film itself, we'll talk about that first because I really want to talk about this film. I did watch it earlier in the year, I forgot how much I loved it, then I rewatched it and I fell in love with it even more. I've always loved South Park. I think it's a great TV show. I think what Trey Parker and Matt Stone do with that show is fantastic. How it stays relevant, takes the piss out of everyone, everything and everyone is great, and like all the movie references that they do, that's really translated really well into this feature film, which is basically which how I see it is a South Park episode in the style of Thunderbirds, ripping 80s action movies. Like, it's phenomenal what they do with this. I think it's fantastic. So we obviously follow Team America. They are trying to stop terrorists and stuff like that around the world. One of their members gets killed, and this young actor called Gary is brought on to help infiltrate the terrorists and foil their plans. So yeah, actually, there's the team. There's little Gary right there. We've got Joe, Chris, Sarah. No, this is Sarah, and this is Lisa. Yeah, that's the crew, and we also have Spotsworth, who is their leader, and their computer called Intelligence. Yeah. So there's a lot of things that you'll probably have seen in many a spy movie, many an action movie in this. But the differences of this, it's puppets, super marionation. Let's be real. Saw in an old interview, where they were watching Thunderbirds and they thought that's funny. Wouldn't it be funny to do a movie in this? And which, if you watch some of the special features, you'll quickly learn that they realised that that was one of the stupidest mistakes I've ever made, because it's super hard working with puppets. But yeah, this film is fantastic. I think they've done a fantastic job across the board doing their offensive humour, with the different like characters and stuff like that. And I love the reasonings behind they make this film, because why they do all the cast, because they hate working with actors and stuff like that, so they just find it easier to do it with them. And this movie actually really reflects that, as they've said, because it does take the piss out of absolute every celebrity out there, these pretentious sort of people who you think they care about the world, but it's all really in for self-interest and stuff like that, and self-image. They're seen as the villains because Team America is a metaphor for America being loud, going in, destroying things, not really giving a shit, thinking that they're helping and stuff like that. Which is where the famous scene about dicks, pussies, and arseholes comes in, which is it's really good. I think it's quite clever. It's not clever, but it's also clever at the same time. It's one of those things. It means so much, but yet it means nothing at all, if you ask me personally. But yeah, the film itself I really love. The suit, like the puppets, are fantastic. Like all the action sequences are fantastic. Like, it's great. Actually, as they say in one of the bonus features, which I've also agreed with for the longest time, being a big fan of like model effects and like Thunderbirds, Captain Scarlet, Godzilla, even Doctor Who to an extent. Seeing things in front of the camera will always look better than CGI, because you know that something is actually getting destroyed. Like, and it's like they say it's like, you know that one of these little puppets is getting absolutely fucking ruined doing these takes and stuff like that. And it really does help add to the realism of it, because you know that the puppet is getting absolutely fucking torched, flooded, destroyed, shot, everything. Like, it's yeah. They do a really good job, and they do a really good job of making an absolute spectacle of it. Like, just the opening scene in Paris as well is absolutely fantastic. Yeah, it's really good. It's really, really well done. Let's talk about the 4K transfer. The 4K transfer looks really, really nice on the 4K disc. It looks super clean. Um, like there's little bits of grain here and there, but overall the picture quality is so well done. I think Paramount are like the 4K transfer on this is really, really good compared to the last 4K review I did for Godzilla X Kong. This is miles ahead, and this film came out in 2004, didn't it? Yeah. So the fact is that these movies, this is 20 years older than Godzilla X Kong, and it looks better on a 4K disc. Is kind of crazy. Uh, you know, I know that one's a digital, and this is. I don't even know if this was shot on digital or if this was shot on true film. It must have been, because then, like, that's why it looks so clean. Like the color palette throughout the film doesn't look washed out or anything. All the colors in it look very vibrant. They look very like fantastic. Like that, nothing looks out of place. No color is more bolder than the other. I think it looks very natural, and it probably like the attention to detail that the cast and crew went into making the sets. We'll get to when talking about the featurettes. Really helps paint such a beautiful world, and they've done such a good job of like with this transfer. Like the fact is that watching this transfer, I didn't notice things, and which I actually, when I watched the bonus feature afterwards, there's actually more of it in. So the bit when you first see North Korea and you're looking over the landscape, I didn't realize that the buildings were made out of fucking like Chinese takeaway boxes, which I was like, "There's no fucking way." And then I watched one of the featurettes, which is building the world, and they mentioned that there's so many things throughout the entire film, like those little bits all over the film. Like example, there's a bit where they're all walking at the end of the film in Korea, like about before all the action. Chris is like, one of the belts is just a quarter on Gary. Chris has nail clippers hanging from him and stuff like that. It's like these little things throughout the entire film, and the fact is that they've gone to such extent in the creating of the creating of this world in the film is fantastic, and it just really shows the attention to detail and the craft that all these people had putting this film together. And I know a lot of people will probably say it's just a crass, offensive humor film, but the fact is that there's so many people put so much effort into making this film come to life, really makes it a fantastic film to watch, if you ask me. Yeah, I never thought I would like. I used to say that this film was just really funny and really like some great action sequences, but the fact is, now being older and knowing how hard it is to make a film and being so interested in making films and stuff like that, and then like just the levels of detail that they've all gone to is so impressive, and it blows me out of the water. Yeah, the 4K transfer is fantastic. The only bit that doesn't look good is the first bit where Gary leaves. He does this little detour and goes around America and stuff like that. That's like shot on like old digital, so there's no way that that can be like upscaled properly or done properly. So those bits are a little jarring, but the rest of the picture throughout the entire film is really, really good. I would actually really recommend the 4K transfer, and even the Blu-ray, skim through the Blu-ray looks also really lovely as well. Like, yeah, this is actually a really, really good 4K transfer. I would recommend picking this up if you're a fan of this film. Looks better than the DVD, and also all the featurettes, all the bonus features that come on this as well are really, really good. Like, again, helps like the level of detail that they go to talk about how they made this film, and all the effort that they went into is really, really good. Like, I think my favorite is the building of the world one, and how they make things look bigger and smaller, and how they condensed everything down to look really good. And yeah, and again, mentioning all those little things about what all the props and stuff that they've added throughout the film to make things look more realistic and stuff like that. Yeah, I would recommend this 4K disc. It's a solid film. It's it's a really fun comedy. It's a really good 4K transfer, and yeah, I would really recommend picking up the Team America World Police 20th anniversary limited edition. Yeah, 4K Blu-ray, theatrical and uncut versions, and yeah, some great bonus features on here as well, and a really nice slip cover as well. I'm really glad I got it with the slip. But yeah, that is my review on Team America World Police. A very short one, very concise, but I feel like I've got it across that personally think that you should buy this movie if you're a fan of the movie. Like, if you are a fan of like Matt and Trey's work, or if you're a fan of the movie itself, or just love uh, Super Mario Nation and stuff like that, I would really recommend it because it is a really, really good release. Like, it's probably one of the best 4K discs I've seen so far this year. But yeah, that is my review of Team America World Police. Let me know if you've picked this up, if you're a fan of the movie. What did you think of the transfer? I personally really like it. Like to know what you think. But yeah, I've been your boy. Thanks for watching. Very short video today, but it's nice to have a little short video compared to the fucking Arrow video one that I just did it. So yeah, I hope you did enjoy, guys. Have a nice evening. Yeah, I've been your boy. Peace out. Bash.